I am so hyped up on coffee. I drank so much coffee. Like, I poured myself a mug of coffee to drink while making this video, and it is now over. It's gone. I drank it all, and it was strong. Anyway, I miss Cuban coffee so much. If anyone is watching this video and you're in Miami, just imagine yourself being in an island far, far away, and you cannot order Cuban coffee because it costs like 80 pounds for Amazon to bring it to your door. And during COVID. Anyway, hello and welcome to my channel. I am Killian Wolf, and today I am going to talk. I will calm down, I promise. I'm going to introduce you to my characters in this lovely book. On November 30th, book 2 in my Castillian Blood series launches. That will be book 2, Lying with Demons. Over here, somewhere. Yeah. So before I begin, the reason why I am introducing these characters and not the characters from the book that's launching is because, well, most of the characters are still the same. There are a few introductions, but those will be spoilers, and I don't want to do that. So let's begin with book 1. The first one on our list is the main character, Addison Brooke. Addison is everything you expect from an urban fantasy book or series. She is sassy, she is witty, she has an attitude, she thinks she knows it all, but she doesn't, and she is a strong female lead character. She just finished nursing school and is looking for a job in the field. I did not want to make her a bartender, sorry. I feel like I read a lot of that in urban fantasy, so I didn't want to do it for her because it just didn't fit her personality, so I couldn't fit it in her realm. Anyway, she gets a job doing what she wants to do, but as a live-in nurse. She's not sure if she believes in the paranormal, but her best friend Ava is a santera, and she keeps an open mind because who is she to say what is or what isn't, especially when your best friend is constantly inviting you to rituals and doing a lot of cool stuff. The second character is Ambrose from this little novelette freebie that you will get by joining my mailing list, Defying Demons. You learn a lot about him in Defying Demons, but you meet him again in Escaping Demons, and he is Addison's love interest. Ambrose is a Reaper of the High Reaper Council of the Astral Planes, so he comes from a different dimension. Ambrose is a very sincere character, and he, as part of the Reaper Council, they don't really make a lot of jokes. They don't understand sarcasm or idioms, so he's a little bit of like a baby when it comes to human wittiness and sass. Hello, Addison. So she's definitely a different flavor that he isn't used to, and the dynamic is pretty interesting. But he's not that boring. Ambrose is a bit of a rule breaker. Not on purpose. It's not his fault that he's a rule breaker. He breaks some rules, gets himself in trouble, and when a Reaper gets in trouble, it means elimination. They turn to dust. No more existence. And Reapers in this world, in this universe, kind of are these robotic beings that were created by the High Reaper Judge, and they basically just follow the rules. They're like robots, but Ambrose is that one robot that is like, wait a minute, I have agency. I can think for myself. Why are these things happening the way that they're happening? I don't agree with this. I'm going to do it my way, and then gets his ass in trouble. So then they put kind of a bounty on his head, and yeah. Before I say too much to spoil Ambrose, I'm going to go on to the next character, and that is Orlando. You meet Orlando in the prologue, but then he does something very bad, and he conjures a demon in order to get something that he wants. What happens there is He gets knocked out by a demon, aka put under a dementia curse, and becomes later Addison's patient. Orlando is an older character, of course, which leads me to the next character, which is Dax. Dax is Orlando's son, who owns the house. Well, Orlando owns the house, but Dax is the son, and he is Addison's boss. He's a bit of an ominous character. He enjoys playing guitar, smoking Cuban cigars, and he occasionally mysteriously disappears. Where does he go off to? We don't know. You'll have to find out. I really wish I had character art to show you. I can't show you how Dax looks, at least not yet. Maybe for the next Meet the Characters video I do for book 2 or a future video, we'll see how it goes. Then I will get those made. But for now, I only have the covers that I made for certain characters. Okay. The next character on my list is Deacon. Deacon is a Reaper. She's been put in place by the High Judge of the Reaper Council to keep an eye on Ambrose. It was her idea, and not to put herself in, but for someone to do it. And the judge says, hey, you're the perfect one for the job. And she's like, ah, crap, I'm not a babysitter. So she's she was Ambrose's bounty hunter, brought him back to the judge, and now they are stuck to be partners on Earth. She hates it. She hates humans. She is a rule-following, council-abiding Reaper who does not like Ambrose, does not think he's a great Reaper or a good example of one, and she is very apathetic while Ambrose is developing empathy, which is totally against the rules, and she has no idea what that's happening. She doesn't care. She wants to see him dead. So that's the antagonist, Deacon. The next character is the judge of the High Reaper Council. He is, just imagine, the Grim Reaper, skeletal. He does not like to shift to human form like Ambrose and Deacon do, because it was actually Deacon's idea to become a little bit more personable so that when humans die, they don't say, oh shit, and then become, ghosts with unfinished business that now need to be chased and claimed. But the judge no longer reaps. He has reapers to do this, and he basically just has a mantle, sets the rules, punishes, and, well, he's the judge. So he's very strict, he makes the rules. So, I can't say he's rule abiding. Duh. You get the picture. Skeletal hood, that's the judge. Now for the villains. The villain is the demon who intercepted Orlando's conjuring and is the one who set the dementia spell on Orlando. He has one goal, and that is to feed off of Orlando's muchiness. What does that mean? His memories, his dreams, his desires, his nightmares. These things seep out of Orlando while the villain Ozo, I like to mention that he is a scorpion demon, is feeding off of him. Now, this sounds like a cliche monster villain in an urban fantasy, but stay with me now. There is a reason behind his cliche-ness. Okay, so there are certain details in Ozo that you need to pay attention to. What he is and what he does don't necessarily make sense until you see the bigger picture as to why he is the way he is. Which leads me to the next villain, which you will meet in this novelette. Now, I have to mention that I'm not sharing this. I'm only sharing it with you in this video, but I'm actually sharing this to the world on social media like next week or a week after book 2 launches. So, surprise! Azazel. Azazel gave life to Ozo. Ozo was a monster from Addison's nightmares when she was a child. So she has been watched by this creepy demon overlord, and that is why he's a scorpion demon, and he is also created from an egregor. An egregor is a thought or nightmare given a lot of energy over a long period of time. They can turn into a poltergeist at some point, or if a demon, takes that and breathes life into it and creates an actual physical being. That is what Ozo is. So because he is created from nightmares, he needs nightmares in order to live. And he is a scorpion because the series is set in the Keys, and there are a lot of scorpions. And Addison grew up in a house where she was afraid of walking barefoot because there might be a scorpion if nobody fumigated. She's very afraid of arachnids, afraid of scorpions, and that is why Ozo is the demon that he is and why he does it. Now, Azazel, you will meet him in either the novella or book 2. You can read the novella in any order. It doesn't matter. You don't have to read it now. You can read it after book 2. You can read it before book 2. It doesn't matter. You can read it after the series. I won't talk too much about Azazel because I don't want to spoil it for you. And I urge you to pick up the novella ebook when I launch it next month. But the only thing I will say, which is a spoiler, but you deserved it for watching this video for this long. Azazel creates Ozo in order to test Addison's skill of her power. That's it. I'm not saying anymore. So that's the cast for Escaping Demons in the Castillian Blood series. Make sure you pick up a copy on anywhere they sell books. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Apple, Google Play, etc., etc. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the characters. I definitely enjoyed writing them. Oh, before you go. Next week is Thanksgiving, so I am not going to post a video, but I am going to have a live writing sprint session that you are able to join me, and I will post on when I'm going to do that on YouTube, in the YouTube discussion area. So keep a lookout for that. And yeah, I'm gonna just do a writing sprint and start off Thanksgiving with a little bit of a word count, hopefully, because it'll be the end of Nano shortly after that, and that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna post a video that day. I am Killian Wolf. I will see you in the next one. Bye.